Stigma is an interesting one for me because people always claim that that's one of the reasons why they don't want to go forward and get tested. They're scared that people are going to find out. They're scared they're going to gossip. There's a whole range of issues, but essentially they're worried that people are going to find out and there's going to be a problem as a result of that. So, and there's a lot of truth in that because in the community there is a fair amount of stigma and those things do exist. So I'm not poo-pooing that or saying that that's not real. But I think we also need to get people to take this through to its logical conclusion. In the event that you don't come forward and get tested and you don't know your status, what is going to happen, assuming you're HIV positive, is over 4 or 5 years, actually nothing's going to happen. You're not going to notice that much of a dramatic change at all. Round about year number 5, year number 6, and I'm speaking statistically now, but let's say year number 5, year number 6, you're going to start to develop minor conditions, shingles, herpes, rashes. There's going to be complications. Your immune system has been under attack now for 4.5, 5, maybe 6 years. So there's going to be an impact. And that's going to last for about 2.5 years. And once it starts, it's a progression. And I think anybody who's lived in any community in Africa or in the developing world where HIV exists has seen what I'm talking about. That person looked healthy, and then suddenly the next time you see them, which may be a couple of months down the road, it's like, oh my God, did you see her? I can't believe how thin she's got. Did you look at her face? Did you see how he's lost his bum? People start to talk. And for the next 2 or 3 years, as your immune system becomes more and more compromised, what's going to happen is you're going to get sicker and sicker and sicker. And the sicker you become, the more people are going to start talking. And the very, very thing that you are petrified of is exactly what's going to happen. People are going to talk. They're going to find out. People are not stupid. You've lived in the community. You've talked. You've gossiped. You know exactly what I'm talking about. So put yourself in that position of not getting tested. And what is actually going to happen is the very thing that you are scared of. You're creating it. You're literally engineering it, making it happen. And the only way you can stop that from happening is get tested, take care of yourself. If you need the ARVs, get on the ARVs. Until such time as you do need the ARVs, there's a range of things that you can do. And I'm going to be chatting about those a lot, so keep checking back in because at some point in time, I hopefully will cover it. And get on the antiretrovirals. Stay healthy. And the truth of the matter is when you test, you don't need to tell anybody else. It really is nobody else's business. If you feel a moral obligation to your partner or your partners, or whatever the case may be, to tell them, then that's absolutely perfect. Go ahead and tell them that that's not what this piece is about. This piece is about you knowing your status, taking care of your health, being there for your family, taking care of your children, and not dying before you reach an age where you have wisdom and insight and the joy of raising children, the joy of living. Please don't delay this, because the longer you delay it, the harder it is for us to help you. When I say us, I'm talking about medicine, I'm talking about faith, I'm talking about everything. It's harder for us to bring you back from near death. Give us some time to work with you, give us some time to educate you, and you know what? You can live a long, normal, healthy life. If you take a person with diabetes who's on managed care, and you take a person who is HIV positive who's on managed care, statistically speaking, the person with diabetes has a shorter life expectancy than somebody who's living with HIV. Now, if that isn't a motivation, I don't know what is. If you could add another 30 or 40 years to your life, to be there for your children, to possibly be there for your grandchildren even, don't you owe that to yourself?